Hello, namaskar, आदाब. Welcome to Masters of the Game on DD Sports. जी हाँ, we are back एक नई शक्ल लेकर एक नए अंदाज के साथ with this new show just for you.
That's right. It's your one-stop shop to your daily dose of sport, fun and games. And of course, it's not only a quiz show anymore, but it's also a game show. So, welcome.
Absolutely, as Roshni just told you a little while ago, it's a quiz cum game show. I am Raman. With me is
Roshni Chopra.
And well, we'll tell you more about this quiz cum game show in a little while. So, not tell you more about its segments. लेकिन सबसे पहले लेते हैं इंट्रोडक्शन हमारे साथ स्टूडियो में मौजूद दोनों टीम्स का जो कि आज compete करेंगी मास्टर्स ऑफ द गेम में. Let's start with team bowling first. Team bowling. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Iram and I am doing political science honors from Delhi University.
Great to have you here in the studio with us, Iram. A very unusual name. आपके नाम का क्या मतलब है?
Heaven, Jannat.
Jannat. Iram, yeah. What a beautiful name, and let's hope that you're able to take your team to the seventh heaven of delight by winning our chair. Who's your companion, your teammate on the show?
Hi, I'm Pawan Bali. I'm from Kashmir. This year I completed my master's in journalism from Kashmir University, and I like bowling.
Okay, that's great. Let's move to team batting. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm Khushbu and I'm doing PG in mass communication.
What's your name?
Hi, I'm Ishaq Sultan. I'll do my master's from Kashmir University. I'll do my master's in mass communication and journalism.
Two teams that we have here with us in the studios, team bowling and team batting, 4 contestants in all. And let's see who's going to garner glory. कौन जीतेगा आज का एपिसोड मास्टर्स ऑफ द गेम का?
कौन बनेगा हमारा master of the game?
Absolutely.
Okay, but without any further ado, Raman, why don't you explain the rules of the first round to us?
Absolutely. We're going to talk about the first segment of Masters of the Game, and it's called Bioscope segment. Welcome to the first segment of Masters of the Game. We call it the Bioscope segment, और जहाँ तक कि Bioscope segment का सवाल है, जैसा कि नाम स्पेसिफाई करता है, it's all about visuals. तो हम दिखाएंगे टीम्स को कुछ क्लिप्स और टीम्स आपको क्लिप्स बड़े ध्यान से देखने हैं क्योंकि उन क्लिप्स पर आधारित होंगे हमारे सवाल जो हम आप लोगों से पूछेंगे. और जहाँ तक रूल्स का सवाल है रोशनी वो भी बता देते हैं इनको.
पर एक चीज बता देते हैं, देखने ही नहीं आपको आसानी से सुनने भी हैं जो भी हमारे क्लिप्स में. You need to listen to them very carefully because some of the clues to the questions that we're going to ask you are also in the sound that is attached to the clip. Let's go to the rules.
Absolutely, the commentary as well as the visuals. So it's a 2-in-1 scenario. जहाँ पे रूल्स का सवाल है, हम हर टीम को पहले दिखाएंगे एक क्लिप और फिर पूछेंगे उस पर सवाल. आपको अगर डायरेक्ट सवाल आपकी तरफ जा रहा है तो आपको मिलेंगे 30 सेकंड सवाल का जवाब देने के लिए. सही जवाब देते हैं तो आपको मिलेंगे 20 अंक. अगर आप गलत जवाब देते हैं तो क्वेश्चन करेगा पास दूसरी टीम को मिलेंगे कुल 15 सेकंड जवाब देने के लिए. और अगर वो सही जवाब देती है तो उन्हें मिलते हैं 10 अंक. So that's simple as that. Look at it like tennis scores, 15 and 30. 30 for a direct, 15 for an indirect. In terms of time frame, in terms of points, it's 20-10.
That's right. And we should be ready to ask you our first question. But let's ask our contestants. How are you guys feeling?
Great.
Great?
Really
Good?
good?
Yeah.
Energetic?
Yeah.
Are you going to try your best shot at this?
Sure.
Definitely.
Okay,
Good.
that's
You can-
great.
You can give it your best shot. Remember, there's no negative marking. You can attempt an answer without having a fear of losing marks. Okay, so you're ready?
Yeah.
Yes, great. The teams are ready and so are we. So Roshni,
Let's go.
Let's do one thing. We'll show them the first clip that's coming up in this segment. Remember, this is the first of the 2 clips that we're going to show to our team. So we'll start with the first clip based on the Olympics, and here it comes.
Some of that lost ground towards the end. Good changeover for them. Even in the 4x4, the changeovers are important. Nova Peres-Kneebone goes for Australia. She's going to take some catching. She really is, but it's Helena Fuchsova, former 400-metre specialist, now turned 800-metre finalist, that is going to give chase, but I doubt that she's got enough pure speed to catch the Australian. You really have to come in the first 2 here to make sure of your place in the final. And I think that's Charity Opara. It's Peres-Kneebone getting some breath, hot breath on her back there from Fuchsova. But Peres-Kneebone, former gold medalist for Australia in hockey, didn't make the final of the 400 here. Fuchsova choosing to stick to the 800. Well, here comes Peres-Kneebone. She really is putting in a stirring last leg here.
In Heat 3, the Nigerian team edged Australia, clocking 3 minutes 22.99 seconds.
Republic of third, 50.9 for the last lap there for Charity Opara.
The Czechs were just behind the Australian team to qualify for the finals.
That was the first clip in the first segment that we call the Biscope segment. So, Roshni, हमने तो clip बड़े ध्यान से देखा. Let's ask the teams whether they saw the clip quite carefully or not. They're looking a little tentative here.
I think they need to get a little bit warmed up, you know. इसलिए हमने बहुत ही आसान सा clip रखा है पहले question के लिए. And let's give the question to team bowling.
Absolutely. Team bowling and team batting. Remember, as you both saw, the clip was the 4 into 400 meters relay for women. And the question, the first one, goes to team bowling. Team bowling, your question is, you've got to tell me which country won the race. किस देश ने ये 4 into 400 meters women's race जीती? आपको मुझे ये बताना है. आपका समय शुरू हो चुका है. 22 सेकंड बाकी. पवन और
Take your time. You've got 15 seconds.
I say it was from Australia.
It was Australia. Absolutely correct. Team bowling, very well done. You've got off the mark.
Congratulations. A good start is always synonymous of a good finish. So yes, it's right. It was Australia. And
let's get on with the next question. Let's see what team batting can do.
Okay, team batting. This is your question. What was the timing achieved by the winning team? What was the timing achieved by the winning team? Your time has started now. We already know the winning team was Australia.
Absolutely.
22.99 seconds.
It is probably 2.32. 2 minutes.
Make up your mind. What's your final answer?
Final is
2.32. It's going all over the place here.
2 minutes and 32 seconds.
2 minutes 32 seconds.
I'm sorry, team batting, but that's not the right answer. The right answer is actually
something that we're going to tell after team bowling gets a shot at it.
Oh,
Remember, we're going to pass
right,
the question.
Of course. So team bowling, your
Now,
time.
The question is going to pass to team bowling. Team bowling, you've got 15 seconds, remember, now to answer this question. You've got to tell us exactly what time did Australia clock. They were the winning team. You've got just 6 seconds to go. Just 6 seconds to
3
go.
minutes and
23
seconds.
Oh my God, team bowling is on a roll. I love this. That's the correct answer. It was 3 minutes and 23 seconds. Wow. So too bad for you, team batting, but team bowling, you're looking very, very good. Iram and Pavan, congratulations.
Great, you got 10 more points. And well, those were the first two questions based on the first clip in this first segment we call the Biscope segment. Ab dekhte hain dusra clip. And again, it's based on the Olympics. Here it comes.
In the steeplechase event, clearance of 4 hurdles and a water jump over them is required. The Kenyans are famous for retaining the title every year at the event. Since Amos Biswat's gold in 1968, they have won all the international steeplechase titles.
This is one of the Moroccans who will challenge Sophia, except for the German. It's Damien Calavis. It is really an unfortunate incident for him. But he'll get back into touch, and he does very quickly. That sort of thing on the first lap is certainly better than in the last lap.
Well, I suppose, as you say, you're absolutely right. If it's going to happen, it might as well happen early.
But these men have...
In the final push, it was Seroni, the Kenyan national champion, and his compatriot Kipketer who found themselves battling for the gold. But it was Ruben Seroni who won the event, pushing Kipketer behind to the second position. Morocco's Eli Ezzine took the bronze, while the gold medal favourite Bernard Vermasai could only manage the 4th position.
Well, that was the second clip in our segment we call the Biscope segment. और ये segment में इस clip में हमने आपको जो दिखाया वो था the men's steeplechase with 3,000 meters teams. I hope आपने ये clip बड़े ध्यान से देखा. Let's move on with the questions based on this particular clip जो हमने दिखाया अपने viewers को और दोनों teams को. The team bowling, पहला सवाल इस clip पर आधारित जो है वो जाता है आपको. तैयार हैं आप?
Okay. Remember that this is your direct question. You have 30 seconds to answer it, so take your time over it, and you get 20 full points if you answer it correctly.
Okay,
Go
here comes your question, Param and Pawan and Iram. आपका सवाल है, which country won the race? As simple as that. 20 points for the taking there.
You know, I think bowling, the team is very, very lucky because they're getting all the easy questions. Team batting is shaking their heads.
Don't forget, Roshni. Team bowling got a past question that went to team batting and they still answered that.
But it's an easy to Kenya.
16 seconds to go, and they say Kenya, and Kenya is absolutely correct. Team bowling, very well done. 20 points to you. They're shaking hands, they're really happy, and they've crossed the half century. This has gone past the half century mark right now. Very well done, team bowling. Let's move on to the next question.
Okay, well, team batting, you can't let me down now. You have got to answer this question right. Are you ready for your question?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which country won the silver medal?
Kenya again.
Oh my God! Yes, you're absolutely right. Ishtiyaq, finally, I'm very proud कि मेरी भी टीम ने मैंने question पूछा और इन्होंने सही सवाल दिया. That's right. Kenya is they won the first at the gold as well as the silver medal, and they're supposed to be world champions in this steeplechase race, if I'm not wrong.
Absolutely, without that, they've dominated this particular sport, this particular discipline per se in the Olympics and also in the World Championships as well. A 1-2 finish for the Kenyans, a 1-2 finish right here as well. And what we're going to do right now is move on to our third clip. हमने बात कर ली Olympics की, 2 clips दिखा भी दिए इन दोनों teams को Olympics के ऊपर, लेकिन अब थोड़ा सा
Cricket.
बात करते हैं cricket. Yes, Roshni is always excited about cricket.
Yes.
So are the 4 contestants that we have here in the studios. Well, don't forget me as well. I'm also an avid cricket buff. So what we're going to do is roll into our third clip in the Bioscope segment. और ये है cricket पर आधारित. दोनों teams इस clip को देखिएगा ध्यान से. It's coming up on screen right now.
That's a superb shot. My goodness me, what a good stroke that was. Very simple, the line. It's not that bad, it's on off stump. This shows on these surfaces here in India. It's slightly short, you have time for driver to swivel on this. The batsman readjusting all the time. As it goes to the batsman. But the reason they haven't scored quickly enough. And it's gone! Rahul Dravid got it mid-off. Matt Hall, the catcher. Ted has picked up a wicket in India. Well, both the Centurions from the other day have failed. What a difference a couple of days made. To a side on the ropes, to a fighting back. Here he was talking about hitting on the up, no timing there. The bat, the grip looks as if it gets a bit loose in the hand. He loses control, Dravid. Horn takes a good catch, running round. It's 63 for 2.
वेलकम बैक. ये था तीसरा क्लिप हमारे पहले सेगमेंट का, और इस सेगमेंट में और इस पर्टिकुलर क्लिप पर हम पूछेंगे 4 सवाल. तो टीम्स अभी भी नोट्स बना रहे हैं. बोथ टीम्स आर स्टिल बिजी, दे जॉटिंग डाउन स्टफ.
But you know, cricket always gets everyone very excited. I saw the minute the clip got on and you saw Rahul Dravid there at the crease, everyone was sort of, you know, concentrating almost. Yes, their eyes were glued to the TV.
Absolutely.
So were mine. I love Rahul
Absolutely,
Dravid.
that's exactly what I was about to say. The camera wasn't on Roshni, but her eyes were just transfixed on the plasma screen. But let's see whether the teams, उन्होंने देखा तो क्लिप बड़े ध्यान से, देखते हैं कि उन्हें याद कितना है या उन्होंने कितने नोट्स बनाए जो उनके काम आएंगे. Let's start with the first question based on the clip that was just shown. The first question goes to team bowling. Team bowling, आपका सवाल है, what was India's score when the clip started? आपको मुझे ये बताना है कि इंडिया का स्कोर क्या था जब ये क्लिप शुरू हुआ. 26 सेकंड बाकी. Team bowling,
50 for 1.
50
That's right.
for the loss of 1 wicket. Absolutely
My
correct. Team bowling, that's again a great start. And now let's see what team batting can do, Roshni.
Okay, team batting, don't let me down. At what score did India lose the wicket of Rahul Dravid?
It was
63 for 1.
it was probably on the 63 score.
63 for 1 तो नहीं हो सकता
No,
because
63
Rahul
for
Dravid was
2.
the second
Yeah,
wicket. But
right.
I'll give it to you. I'll grant you that. Yes, it is right. It was 63. My God, very good. I'm impressed.
That's favoritism, Roshni. They said 50, 63 for 1. No, but anyway, nonetheless,
Score.
20 points.
Score to 63.
Score was
Bhanu.
63.
I
Yeah,
can tell
63
you the
runs
score
on
of
board.
Rahul Dravid also, 14.
Oh, brilliant. She's answering more than what's asked. That's great going batting. Let's move on with the next question. This goes Team Bowling's way. Team Bowling तैयार. आपका सवाल है, you've got to tell me which bowler took the wicket of Rahul Dravid. You've got 30 seconds to answer this. किस गेंदबाज ने राहुल द्रविड़ की विकेट ली थी? आपको उस गेंदबाज का नाम बताना है. 26 सेकंड बाकी क्लॉक पर. टीम बॉलिंग.
थोड़े से perplexed लग रहे हैं. They
अगर
don't
आप-
know this one off the top of their minds.
Absolutely. If you can't give me the full name, I'll still give you the points if you can give me the surname of the bowler. He's a bowler. Let me give you a hint. He's a bowler who hasn't played too much cricket. Too much of international cricket for his country.
Okay, your
Team
time's up.
bowling. Team bowling.
Tit.
Well. Team bowling, unfortunately, your time is up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass the question to team batting. First time you've missed out on a question. Let's see if team batting can capitalize. Team batting, आपके पास है 15 सेकंड. आपको मुझे बॉलर का नाम बताना है जिन्होंने राहुल द्रविड़ का विकेट लिया. 15 सेकंड शुरू हो चुके हैं.
It's
Tate is right. It's Sean Tate.
Sean Tate, it is absolutely correct. Team batting, good going. You get 10 bonus points here. And what's more, you've got a direct question coming your way. That's going to be Roshni who's going to be asking you a question.
Team batting is very closely chasing in this Olympic race and getting very close to team bowling. So here's your question. Rahul Dravid scored how many runs in how many balls? So how many runs did Rahul Dravid score and in how many balls? You've already given me half the answer to that before. What's the other half?
Clock sticking away. Team batting. देखिए आपके पास 24 सेकंड है. सोच समझ के जवाब दीजिएगा. Think and then answer. How many deliveries did Rahul Dravid face? कितनी गेंदों का सामना किया था राहुल द्रविड़ ने और कितने रन बनाए?
14 runs in 26 balls.
14 runs in.
Still have time.
26 balls, but they've taken a shot at it, Roshni. Come on now, you can't be too biased towards team batting.
Okay, come on, team batting. That's the wrong answer.
No, we can't give them the answer right now. We'll pass the question to team bowling.
It was 14 in 31 balls.
अरे वाह.
14 in 31. Team bowling
पवन ने
doesn't
तो
wait.
दिल खुश कर दिया. मतलब he knows it at the tip of his tongue. Yes, it's right. It was 14 runs at 31 balls. So
Absolutely correct. Team bowling, you get 10 bonus points. In fact, Pawan and Iram didn't even wait for the clock to start ticking. They just answered straight away. And what we're going to do is we're going to give you 10 bonus points for that. So that's great going.
हम आपको क्लिप दिखाएंगे एक पूरे ओवर का जो हम फास्ट फॉरवर्ड में दिखाएंगे.
And yes, and we will tell them more about the fast forward round. Remember, this is the big one. We call it the bicycle fast forward. Well, as we told you a little while ago, the bicycle fast forward. This is the time when things get speeded up a bit. And what we're going to do right now is going to show the teams a couple of visuals. And they're going to be in fast forward as the name suggests. इसका मतलब ये है, दोनों टीम ध्यान से सुनिएगा. हम आपको दिखाएंगे एक ओवर यानी कि 6 गेंदें जो कि फास्ट फॉरवर्ड में दिखाई जाएंगी. Probably at 200 times the normal speed. साथ में होगी कमेंट्री. आप कमेंट्री ध्यान से सुनने की कोशिश करिए जितने भी आप सुन सकते हैं. विजुअल ध्यान से देखने की कोशिश करिए जितने भी आप देख सकते हैं क्योंकि सवाल जो हम आपसे पूछेंगे वो इस फास्ट फॉरवर्ड क्लिप पर आधारित होंगे. टीम तैयार? Teams हैं तैयार और
And the scoring system remains the same. For a correct answer in 30 seconds, you get 20 points. For a fast answer in 15 seconds, you get 10 points. So we've still got the passing going on, and so therefore both of you should watch the clip very, very carefully. And should we start with the clip?
Absolutely, Roshni. We're going to do that. Let's roll into the first clip. Here it comes.
Sanjay Banga. Now he'll slow down the pace of the bowling, and Douglas Marietta was looking to use that pace with Zaire Khan. So this is a good change. Except that Douglas Marietta has smashed the daylight out of that one. Now the keeper has come up to Marietta. Tall, wiry man. Marietta making life miserable out there for the fielders. Change of pace. Now, critical for Taibu to just get a one here. Yes, he has done exactly that. He's been there on the button, the Indian captain. 2 men on the offside in front of the wicket, very close to the batsman to keep him on strike. Yeah, very good bowling, dot ball. Really has turned it over. Caught behind. It's almost a wide. They managed to reach it. 252 for 9. Gary Brent. No mug with the bat, not a genuine number 11 at all. You know the batter. Only 5 runs from this over. 2 runs would be quite nice, I presume. Let's have a look at Sanjay Banga. The wicketkeeper first goes for a stumping, then goes for a caught behind. Banga was looking to get the ball back to him, and then just joined in sort of a polite query to the umpire. And then he got a shock of his life. A shock that is won time and again.
Well, that was the first clip in the bicycle fast फॉरवर्ड राउंड और अब इस क्लिप के बाद पूछेंगे हम कुछ सवाल दोनों टीम से, but I have to tell the viewers, I have to tell the team something. This was a match that broke a lot of hearts, a match between India and Zimbabwe. और इस मैच के बाद a lot of people were left stunned with the result.
That's right, but we won't give away any more clues than that because we've got questions on this clip coming up. So should we ask Team Bowling the first question?
Absolutely, that's what we're going to do. Team Bowling, पहला सवाल इस क्लिप पर आपकी तरफ जाता हुआ सवाल है, how many runs were scored off the very first ball that was shown in the clip? You got to tell me the answer. Yes? How many runs were scored off the very first ball?
It was a boundary 4.
Boundary, 4 runs, absolutely
And
correct.
you have hit another boundary in this match, Pawan. I'm very, very impressed.
But the only catch is they get 5 times the runs. They get 20 points. Good going, Team Bowling. And now, Roshni, let's move on to Team Batting. Your favorite team.
Okay, Team Batting. I'm always after the underdog. जब भी इंडिया मैच जीत जाता है तो फिर मेरे को इतना अच्छा नहीं लगता. जब हार जाता है फिर मैं उनके लिए cheer करती हूँ.
अच्छा, that way.
हाँ, so okay. Team Batting. How was the batsman out? How did the batsman get out?
The first wicket that fell in the clip. The wicket that fell in the clip, you've got to tell me how was the batsman dismissed?
He was dismissed by stump. He was stumped. Yeah.
The mode of dismissal, according to Team Batting, is stump.
On a white ball.
Unfortunately,
Afraid that's the wrong answer.
We
So
can't give you any
we'll pass
points
the
there.
question to Team Bowling.
आपके पास है 15 सेकंड और आपको मुझे ये बताना है कि वो विकेट किस तरह से गिरी.
I think it was catch out.
Out.
Yes, it was
Caught. Yes,
behind.
Caught behind.
So we'll grant it to them.
We granted to them 10
We
points
granted
to you,
to them.
Team Bowling. Good going. लेकिन ये बता सकते हैं कैच किसने लिया था? बॉलर कौन थी?
ये बॉलर थे बांगर एंड राठौर.
अजय
Yes,
राठौर.
that's right, Ajay
Absolutely.
Ratha. Very good. My God, they've been very, very attentive. You know, I have to eat what they eat for lunch and breakfast.
Absolutely. And this was one series where Ajay Ratha played as the wicketkeeper for the Indian team. But good going. Now, Team Bowling, you've got a direct question coming your way. Let's see what you can do with this question. तैयार हैं आप? Okay, आपका सवाल है. आपको ये बताना है कि इस गिरने के बाद जो अगले बल्लेबाज क्रीज पर आए, उनका नाम क्या था? You've got to name the batsman who came out as the last man for Zimbabwe in this particular clip. Your time is ticking away. Team Bowling, you've got 22 seconds.
Gary Brent.
Gary Brent, absolutely correct. 20 points to them. Very good
Oh
going.
my God, they're absolutely stunning. Idham and Pawan, you guys are on a roll. Yes, it's right. It was Gary Brent. And, okay, Team Batting. This is your question. What was Zimbabwe's score at the end of the clip?
252 for 9.
252 for 9 is the right answer. I was just playing with you. Yes, it was the right answer. Finally, you've got it right. Very good. Congratulations. I think these guys are just too good.
Yes, but I think they're looking a little despondent. Team Batting. Ishtiyaq's got his head in his hands. He's just trying to somehow get his spirits high.
Well, things are looking up now. You know, he's got a right answer. Nothing succeeds like success, right?
Come on, guys, cheer up. We're just in the first segment, and that's not over yet. So there's a whole lot of quizzing and game show action still to come. So just hang in there, okay? We're going to move on now and play what will be the last clip in the Bioscope segment. And this is the second clip in the Bioscope Fast Forward segment. Let's watch the clip. Here it comes.
Bit of improvisation by Ibrahim, but Harbhajan won't be too unhappy about that. He looked for the quicker one to get an LBW decision. Once again, played very well with soft hands. This is one area where the Indians have to block the Zimbabweans, not give them the single. Quick delivery, once again going for the sweep. Back up! Ibrahim realizes that there are 4 men on the offside steering single for him, but Harbhajan's bowling. He's trying to work it onto the onside. Zimbabwe need 85 from 74 deliveries. A run rate of 6.89. Reverse sweep once again. Good work by the fielder there. Sajid Thakur, beg your pardon. Now comes the reverse sweep again. Comes out every time Alistair Campbell struggles for a ball or two. He brings it out.
Okay, another clip down in fast forward, and we're going to ask questions in fast forward. What say, Roshni?
That's right. So let's go. Come on, quickly, Raman. What's the first question?
Okay, first question goes Team Bowling's way. But I'll slow down now and ask the question in normal pace. Team Bowling was suddenly looking very perplexed. But okay, don't worry. Question at normal speed. Your question is, how many runs were scored in the entire over that was shown in the clip? You've got 30 seconds to answer. Team Bowling, time is ticking away. अब बचते हैं सिर्फ 25 सेकंड. आपको मुझे बताना है कि इस पूरे ओवर में, इस पूरे क्लिप में, एक ओवर आपको उस पूरे ओवर में कितने रन स्कोर किए गए. देखते हैं आपका अरिथमेटिक कितना स्ट्रांग है.
6 बॉल्स में कितने रन स्कोर?
I think it was 6.
That's absolutely right. It was 6. अभी तो हम wrong answer expect ही नहीं करते इनसे. That's right. It was 6 runs.
And 6 gets you 20 points. Very good going, Team Bowling. Now let's focus on team batting.
Team batting. Very easy question for you. Should I say it in fast forward or should I say it in slow motion? Slow motion. Slow motion. Okay. Name the bowler that was shown to you in this over. Who was the bowler of the over?
Harbhajan Singh.
Harbhajan Singh. That's right, Mr. Ishtiyaq. You got it right. It was Harbhajan Singh. Okay, this is becoming easy. Raman, I think we should
Roshni,
ask
this
them a
is
little
not fair.
tougher question.
Now I know exactly what's happening. Roshni likes team batting, so they get a simple question just to make up. Come on. I think I'm going to do something about this now. Okay, let's see what Team Bowling has in store for them. Team Bowling, अगला सवाल आपकी तरफ जाता हूँ. आपका सवाल है, the last ball that was sent down in this over resulted in how many runs? आपको मुझे बताना है कि इस ओवर की जो आखिरी गेंद थी, वो जब फेंकी गई तो उसमें कितने रन स्कोर हुए? कितने रन स्कोर हुए आखिरी बॉल पर? You've got 15 seconds. A bit of a discussion between Niram and Pawan. What's the answer? One. Absolutely correct. They were looking very perplexed,
I
very
know, they were not
hassled.
too sure about that answer.
Yeah.
But team batting looked very sure कि उनको answer पता था. पता था ना आपको answer?
लेकिन बारी नहीं है unfortunately. लेकिन अब आपकी बारी आएगी because this is a direct question coming your way.
Very easy question.
Again,
What?
Roshni, this is not fair. As I said, this is just not fair. But anyway, let's move on with the question.
Okay. What was Zimbabwe's score at the end of the clip?
193 for 4.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Confident?
Yes.
लॉक कर दिया जाए.
We'll freeze it as well. It's 193 for 4 team batting. Great answer. 20 points, but Roshni, this is just not fair. I think next time around, in the next round, I'll ask questions to team batting. You're going to ask questions
I
to
think
team
that's
bowling.
a very good idea.
But anyway, with that, we come to the end of the first segment in this episode of Masters of the Game, a segment we called the Bioscope segment. और अभी लेते हैं एक छोटा सा ब्रेक के बाद वापस आएंगे तो बताएंगे आपको दोनों टीम्स के स्कोर. Welcome back. आप देख रहे हैं Masters of the Game. Now we call it MOG. No wonders I'm stuttering a bit. But you're watching Masters of the Game on DD Sports. मैं Raman Banot, मेरे साथ हैं Roshni Chopra.
And the game is getting very, very interesting because we've just finished with our first segment, which was the Bioscope round. And Raman, we're going to tell our teams their scores.
Team Bowling, 170 points to you. That's great going.
And team batting is now standing at 110 points, which is not that far behind team bowling. So you guys still have a very, very good chance. The game is still very fair and even. But bowling at 170 and batting at 110. Are you ready to start the next round?
Great. Remember, we are not yet to the slog over, so team batting can still catch up. We roll into the second segment. We call this segment the Bullseye segment. ओके डोकी, लेट्स रोल इनटू द सेकंड सेगमेंट, द बुल्सआई सेगमेंट. और जैसा कि नाम सजेस्ट करता है, इस सेगमेंट के अंदर हम दोनों टीम्स को कोई क्लिप नहीं दिखाएंगे, लेकिन पूछेंगे सीधे साधे सवाल और सवाल के साथ देंगे 4 ऑप्शन, A, B, C, D. और टीम को सिर्फ ये करना है कि उन चारों ऑप्शंस में से सही ऑप्शन को चुनना है. सही ऑप्शन चुनने के लिए होगा आपके पास लिमिटेड समय 15 सेकंड. और अगर आप सही जवाब देंगे तो आपको मिलेंगे 20 अंक. सो लॉट्स ऑफ पॉइंट्स एट स्टेक. डोंट वरी, वी विल आल्सो गिव यू अ क्लू. अगर आपको चाहिए, नहीं भी चाहिए तब भी हम दे देंगे, कोई बात नहीं. बट वी वांट यू टू स्कोर द पॉइंट्स. रिमेंबर, 4 ऑप्शंस, 1 सही 3 गलत. आपको सही ऑप्शन चुननी है.
But the one thing is that there's no passing in this round. So you cannot pass. The other team cannot make extra points on your direct questions. There are only direct questions. And I think, Raman, what do you think? I'll ask team bowling the questions this time.
Absolutely.
You think that's a good idea?
I'm already rubbing my hands in glee. I want to ask team batting some questions. But let's start with the first question that will go team bowling's way. Roshni.
Team bowling. Name the city where the next Olympics game is to be held. Now this one is very, very easy. Your time starts now.
आपको ये बताना है.
Your options are Auckland, Amsterdam, Athens or London.
4 ऑप्शंस. आपको ये बताना है कि अगले ओलंपिक्स जो हैं वो कहाँ पर होंगे, यानी कि ओलंपिक्स.
Your clue is somewhere in. Arey wow, without the clue. Yes, that's right. Team bowling, I like them. They put the spirit of winners. That's right. It's in Athens, Greece. That's where the Olympics started, and it is hitting Athens this year in 2004.
Absolutely great start team bowling. और अब बात करते हैं टीम बैटिंग की. टीम बैटिंग तैयार है आप अगले सवाल के लिए. इस राउंड का पहला सवाल जो आपकी तरफ जाएगा और आपका सवाल है, आपको मुझे ये बताना है कि you've got to name the city where the next Asian Games are going to be held. Where are the next Asian Games going to be held? 4 ऑप्शन हैं आपके पास. दोहा, बीजिंग, दुबई या हैदराबाद.
Your clue is that the country is geographically placed in West Asia.
West Asia.
Doha, sir. Doha.
Doha in Qatar. Absolutely correct. Team batting 20 points. So Roshni, I think in between in the break, I think you gave them some tips.
No, I didn't give them any tips. मेरी team ही ऐसी है. वैसे now, let's move on very quickly without any further ado to the next question. Name the host country for the next Football World Cup. Your options are Britain, Germany, Egypt or Washington. Name the host country for the next Football Cup. Football World Cup.
Where is the next soccer World Cup?
Somewhere in Europe is your clue. Somewhere in Europe. Come on, this one is easy. Somewhere in Europe. The options: Britain, Germany, Egypt, Washington.
Okay, it's going to be in 2006.
Is it Germany?
Yes!
Germany, absolutely
That was a good guess.
correct.
He didn't know the answer. You were not too sure, Pawan, but you just guessed it. And I think you made an intelligent
Europe,
guess because only
Europe
2 of
was
those
the
cities
clue.
were in Europe. So,
Yeah.
wonderful. Okay, next question.
This goes team batting's way. Team batting तैयार हैं आप? Okay, team batting आपका सवाल. You've got to tell me the last time the Olympics came to the Asian continent was way back in 1988. You've got to name the city which hosted the Olympic Games. You've got 4 options, and your options are Bangkok, Dubai, Doha or Seoul. The Olympics came to the Asian continent in 1988. That was the last time they came to the Asian continent.
Is it Seoul?
Seoul, South Korea. Absolutely
It is.
correct. Team batting. Good going. Very good going.
Look at this, Raman.
मैंने इन्हें हिंट भी नहीं दिया था अभी तक.
I know, exactly.
Great going team batting. 20 अंक ले लिए आपने. चलते हैं
वाह.
अगले सवाल की तरफ.
Okay, team bowling. You can't miss this one. Name both the captains of the teams which clashed in the final of the ICC World Cup 2003. This is a very recent question. Your options are Steve Waugh and Sachin Tendulkar, Saurav Ganguly and Michael Bevan, Ricky Ponting and Saurav Ganguly, or Ricky Ponting and Sachin Tendulkar. Name both captains of the teams which clashed in the final of the ICC Cricket World Cup 2003.
One of them is called the Bengal Tiger.
Ricky Ponting, Saurav Ganguly.
That's absolutely correct. That's right.
Let's move on to the next question. This goes team batting way. Team batting तैयार हैं आप? Okay, आपका सवाल है. How many times have Australia reached the final of the Cricket World Cup? आपके पास 4 options हैं, and they are 5, 3, 4 or 8. How many times have Australia reached the final of a Cricket World Cup?
It's 5, sir.
5 बार कहा आपने. और मैं आपको एक हिंट दे देता हूँ. So far 8 World Cup tournaments have taken place. आपने कहा 5 और 5. बिल्कुल सही जवाब. 20 अंक आपको. Team batting, great going. That's very well done. Right now, what we're going to do is go in for a very short break. When we come back, we'll tell our teams and also our viewers the score. back. आप देख रहे हैं Masters of the Game on DD Sports. It's a quiz cum game show. We're down with 2 segments. और आगे बढ़ने से पहले, let's tell our viewers and also the teams the scores at the end of 2 segments.
And the scores stand as 230 points and team batting 170 points.
It could all change here in the 3rd segment. You know, this is an exciting new segment that we've introduced in this new series of Masters of the Game. We call this the roll and score segment. जी हाँ, ये है हमारा roll and score segment. Roshni is already very excited. She's got a huge smile on her face. She was grinning from ear to ear before we cut back on camera because she said, I want to go and play this segment. But unfortunately, it's not for us. It's for the 2 teams that are present here at the studios. We call this the roll and score segment simply because हमारे यहाँ पे स्टूडियो में है एक डिस्क और दोनों टीम्स में से एक-एक करके एक मेंबर इस डिस्क तक आएगा
और एक ओवर खेलेगा.
एब्सोल्युटली एक ओवर खेलेगा. आप लोग सब क्रिकेट के बड़े शौकीन हैं, तो आपको करना क्या है कि एक ओवर खेलना है, यानी कि इस डिस्क को 6 बार घुमाना है और हमें ये देखना है कि आप हर अटेम्प्ट में कितने रन स्कोर करते हैं या फिर क्या आप बिना रन स्कोर करे वापस पवेलियन चले जाते हैं. तो दोनों में से कुछ भी हो सकता है. लेट्स स्टार्ट विद टीम बॉलिंग. फर्स्ट टीम बॉलिंग. आप दोनों में से कौन खेलने आएगा पहले? So it's not going to be ladies first. It's going to be the gentleman who's going to come out and play. It's going to be Pawan.
Pawan, who likes to bowl, is now going to face batting at Master of the Game.
Absolutely. Here comes Pawan. Pawan, एक बात का ध्यान रखिएगा कि इस डिस्क को कम से कम एक रेवोल्यूशन जो है वो पूरा करना है फॉर इट टू बी वैलिड. और अगर गलती से आपका डिस्क रुका एक ब्लैक लाइन पर, जहाँ पे एरो ब्लैक लाइन पर आई, तो मतलब वो हो जाएगी डेड बॉल, यानी कि आप डिस्क फिर से घुमाएंगे. तैयार हैं आप? ओके, पवन's ready.
Let's go.
Roll the disc. चौका या होंगे 2 रन. लगता है यहाँ पर लेग बिफोर का डर है, लेकिन पहले ही सबसे पहले शुरुआत करिए अपने डेड बॉल के साथ. पवन, चौका पड़ते पड़ते लेग बिफोर होते होते बच गए. We roll the disc again. This is a dead ball, which means you still have 6 attempts left. Roll the disc right now.
Yes, we stopped at 3, so that's not bad. 3 runs on your second ball, but on your first ball of the over that we give you, spin it again, second ball.
Pawan, one more time. Let's roll the disc. What's going to happen here? Looks like it's going to be just a single for Pawan on the second ball. That means you've got 4 runs till now, Pawan.
4 runs, 2 balls. That's not too bad. Let's move on to the third ball.
Play it like you're playing a slog over. Roll the disc. Is he going to score? Or is he going to be out? He's out.
He's been caught out. So that's your total score is 4 runs out of 2 balls, and on the third ball of the over you have got caught out.
Play it again. Let's see what you can score for your team in the remaining 3 deliveries. Are you ready? You still got only 4 runs for your team, 3 more attempts to go. And roll the disc.
Being sent back to the
It's
pavilion,
going to be a
and
6.
it's a 6.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh my God, look, this is how luck turns in your favor. You know, team bowling has really got good luck on their side.
Absolutely. 10 runs already in the over. 2 balls to go. Pawan, let's roll the disc for the penultimate time. Go for it. What do you think, Roshni? Is it going to be another 6? Is it going to be another 6?
For
It's going to be a 6.
It's
another 6.
It's another 6.
Unbelievable.
You guys are just too lucky. My God, it's another 6.
Unbelievable. 16 runs, 1 ball to go. Pawan, 1 more 6. What's it going to be? Roll the disc and we find out. I think we We are heading for another one, or is it going to be run
Oh
out?
my
Is it
God.
going
Are
to be
you
run out?
kidding me? It's a
Yes,
run out.
he's run out.
It's
Yeah,
a run
that's
out.
it. Well, let's find out what team batting does. Batting should be their forte. So we'll find out team batting who's going to come forward and play. Ishtiaq.
Yeah.
Here he comes. He looks stockily built. I think he should be able to score a few runs.
Yes.
What do you say, Roshni?
Ishtiaq अपने crunches करके आए हो?
Okay, Ishtiaq, roll the disc. First ball, and is he going to start with a run out? Don't tell me he's going to get
No, he's
three
got
runs.
3. He's got 3. It's a good balanced start. It's a Rahul Dravid kind of start. You know, not a 6, but you're still there up there making good runs. Come on, spin it again.
Ishtiaq giving it the mighty heave, the mighty spin, and how many runs is he going to get here? Looking for a
for
6.
LBW.
He's looking for a 6, but he's
Run out. Run out.
Well, a very fine thin line between the 6 and the run out. Unfortunately, you run out this time around, Ishtiaq. You've got another chance.
You've got a second life. Come on. 3 more balls. This is the first of those.
Yeah, 2 runs and a leg before. Oh, well, you're on the second time as well.
This is what I was saying. My poor team batting, this is not bad luck. You know, it's just bad luck.
देखिए रोशनी बैड लक ही खराब है इनका
Bad
कोई
luck
बात
ही खराब
नहीं
है।
तो बैड लक को गुड लक में टर्न करने के लिए आपके पास है 3 और डिलीवरीज Ishtiaq you got 3 more chances roll the disc now it's a
one.
single
It's 1.
it's a single so
It's
4
a
runs
single.
on the board
But it's a single that doesn't count.
absolutely
Yes.
and 2 attempts to go Ishtiaq roll the disc what they need here is a 6 are they going to get a 6
You know, if they don't, I'm sure Khushbu is going to beat him up when he gets back into his pavilion. And
Yes,
it is a
the
6. It is a 6. Oh my God, so he's just saved himself of the beating from Khushbu.
I think I should play a suits here now. We're going Ishtiaq. 10 runs in the over and you've got 1 try. A hit. You could probably roll the disc a little slower. Probably you'll be able to get more runs. Here it
Yeah.
goes. Roll the disc. Run out हो गए. So he'll come after me because I told him to roll the disc.
And it's 3. No, it's a run out. I'm sorry, Ishtiaq. Your luck is just very, very bad today. But don't worry. Hang in there. Hang in there. Keep the faith.
Keep the faith. Bad luck खराब है लेकिन खराब चीज ठीक हो सकती है. Unfortunately for you, 3 runs resulted in a run out there. But that brings us to the end of this segment we call the roll and score segment. Lots and lots of twists and turns.
Yeah, but fun and games as well.
Absolutely, that's what this show is all about. MOG, Masters of the Game. We're going to take a very short break, but when we come back, there'll be the scores that the two teams have got. We'll talk about that right after this break. Welcome back. You're watching Masters of the Game on DD Sports. 3 segments हो चुके हैं. 2 segments teams के लिए अभी बाकी in which they can garner some points and get some runs or score on the board. But right now, let's talk about the scores that the teams have got at the end of 3 rounds. Roshni.
That's right. We've reached a very exciting point of the game where the competition is going very, very tough. Team bowling stands at 246 points. So team batting not doing too badly. You've got 180 points. You've still got a chance to make it there. Don't give up hope. That's what I say. And we've got a very interesting round coming up for you.
So the next round, the next segment is a segment that we choose to call the knockout segment. Well, in the knockout segment हम पूछेंगे दोनों टीम्स से कुछ सवाल का जवाब देने के लिए दोनों टीम्स के पास होंगे 15 सेकंड पर क्वेश्चन और अगर आप सही जवाब देंगे तो आपको मिलेंगे 20 अंक हर सही जवाब के लिए। टीम्स हम बैक टू बैक क्वेश्चंस पूछेंगे, यानी कि वी स्टार्ट विद टीम बॉलिंग और टीम बॉलिंग से पूछेंगे 3 सवाल बैक टू बैक और देखते हैं कि आप उन सवालों के जवाब दे पाते हैं या नहीं। हर सवाल
नो पासिंग,
बिल्कुल नो पासिंग, नो नेगेटिव मार्किंग और हर सवाल के लिए आपको मिलेंगे 15 सेकंड जवाब देने के। तैयार हैं आप? टीम बॉलिंग इज रेडी, सो वी स्टार्ट विद टीम बॉलिंग। रोशनी, व्हाट डू यू से?
यस, लेट्स स्टार्ट विद टीम बॉलिंग, लेकिन मैं क्वेश्चन पूछूंगी।
गो अहेड।
ठीक है। इन द क्रिकेट वर्ल्ड कप टूर्नामेंट, हाउ मेनी टाइम्स हैज कपिल देव बीन द कैप्टन of the Indian cricket team?
Clock is ticking away. Team bowling.
Remember, you've only got 15 seconds for this. How many times has Kapil Dev been the captain of the Indian cricket team in the Cricket World Cup?
2.
कहा 2 just
is
in the
right answer.
No, that's the right answer.
Right answer. That's right. It's 2. Okay, next question. Come on, Raman.
Very good. And in fact, let me tell you, it was in 1983 and 1987. 83 when India won, they called them the Kapil's Devils when they went out there to win the World Cup at Lords. And then in 87 when India lost in the semi-finals. That's the way it was. But moving on, the second question again, going to team bowling. Team bowling, आपका सवाल ये है, आपको मुझे बताना है कि the Olympic Games in Atlanta were held in which year? और आपके पास है 15 सेकेंड। अटलांटा में होस्ट करी गई ओलंपिक गेम्स किस वर्ष में होस्ट की गई थी?
1996.
1996. Absolutely correct. Good answer. 20 points as well. Good going. और एक और सवाल रोशनी।
Yes, fine. I'm sure they're going to get the right answer to this as well. Okay, listen up very carefully. Team bowling. The top scorer for India in the historic World Cup of the 1983 final match made 38 runs. Name the player.
1983 वर्ल्ड कप जो इंडिया जीती थी, उस वर्ल्ड कप के फाइनल में टॉप स्कोरर इंडिया के लिए 38 रन बनाए थे उन्होंने उस बल्लेबाज ने।
38 रन।
And he was the top scorer. Remember, it was 181 runs. Time running out.
Srinath.
Unfortunately, team bowling, it was Krishnamachari Srikanth, a very popular commentator now as far as cricket is concerned, a cricket expert. We'll move on and now focus our attention on team batting. 3 सवाल उनके लिए. The first question coming your way is, Madan Lal has the distinction of sending down the first delivery in the inaugural World Cup in 1975. True or false? सवाल एक बार फिर. Madan Lal has the distinction or has the honor of sending down the very first delivery bowled in the inaugural World Cup way back in 1975. क्या ये सही है या गलत?
It's true.
True is the right answer.
Absolutely. 20 points there.
Okay, next question. During the ICC World Cup 2003, there were lots of Indian players that were playing the World Cup cricket tournament for the first time. Okay, how many? What was the number of these first-time players?
There were 7.
There were 7. 7. Are you sure?
Yes.
Positive?
Absolutely.
Well, I wish I could give you 700 points for that answer because it came too early. Wonderful. So that's correct answer for them. And one more question, Raman. Come on.
Absolutely. Last question of this particular segment, going team batting's way. Team batting, your question is, women took part in the modern pentathlon for the first time in the Sydney Olympics in 2000. Is that true or false? Women athletes took part in the modern pentathlon for the first time in the Sydney Olympics in 2000. Is that true or false? क्या ये सही है या गलत?
It's true.
आपने कहा true और क्या ये तुक्का है या is that a guess?
Whatever it is true.
Whatever it is true and they're absolutely right.
Answer is
It's a
true
guess.
as well.
Well, we'll talk more about the scores when we come back, but right now, time for a very short break. Masters of the Game में एक बार फिर आपका स्वागत है. I'm Raman Banot. With me is Roshni Chopra. We're through with 4 segments on this episode of Masters of the Game. And before we move any further, let's talk about the scores, Roshni.
Team bowling has got a score of 286 points, and team batting, you have got a score of 240 points. So you've really made up some points.
We move into the final segment, the final competitive segment for the teams. And this is the segment that we call
Picture Perfect.
Picture Perfect, that's our last segment, and as the name suggests, इस segment में हम दिखाएंगे दोनों teams को एक visual. As simple as that. If you're able to identify the player correct, then you get 20 points. If you can't, unfortunately, that's going to be the end of it because the question will not pass. So it's as simple as that. 20 points for the taking. देखते हैं कि क्या आप सही जवाब दे पाते हैं teams या नहीं.
And you have 15 seconds to guess that.
Here comes the first visual. It's coming up on the plasma screen right now. था हमारा पहला विजुअल that came up on the plasma screen और ये सवाल जाता है टीम बॉलिंग की तरफ. टीम बॉलिंग आइडेंटिफाई द प्लेयर यू जस्ट सॉ ऑन स्क्रीन.
मोहम्मद क्या है?
मोहम्मद
ये तो
क्या है?
बहुत ही इजी क्वेश्चन दे दिया था. Okay, team batting, are you ready? We are going to give you an equally easy clip to see. All you need to do is identify who the person is in the clip.
That was another visual on the screen. Roshni, let's ask team batting, your favorite team, whether they know the answer to this or not.
Come on, team
Who's
batting.
the sports person?
Is superstar Ronaldo?
Ronaldo is right. That's correct. That's the right answer. Ronaldo, he's one of my favorites actually. I was hoping that you get this right. Kahin wrong answer na de de. So, very good. That's right. It's the right answer.
And you know what was confusing about that clip, Roshni? What was really confusing was that Ronaldo wasn't wearing the Brazilian colours. He was wearing the jersey that he wears for the club that he plays for, and that's called Real Madrid. In fact, he was the top scorer in the league as well, the Spanish league, in the season that just culminated. What we're going to do right now is go in for another short little break. When we come back, the final scores as far as the teams are concerned for this episode of Masters of the Game. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Namaskar and welcome. You're still watching Master of the Game with me, Roshni Chopra and Raman Banot. We've had a very, very exciting match between the two teams, but we're not going to go to that right now. और अब टाइम है हमारे फाइनल स्कोर्स बताने का. हमारे चारों contestants को let's say a big thank you to them before that for being very, very spirited and playing the game in the true spirit that it should be played in. Your scores stand as team batting. I have to commend you. Even though you have not won, you've got 260 points. So please clap for yourselves. You guys are absolutely impressive. Ishtiyaq and Khushbu, team bowling, leading with 306 points.
Thanks, Dana, for this episode, Roshni. So it's time for us to say bye-bye from the entire team here at MOG. This is Raman Banot along with Roshni Chopra.
Do keep watching and stay tuned the same time, same place to watch Master of the Game. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.